Big dog boxing, motherfucker. So in today's video, guys, we're going to do a little bit of pocket watching. And that's never really been my style, but because his character, Floyd Mayweather, makes it so obvious that he wants the whole world to know that he's got all kinds of money and that he's this big time baller, it's hard not to pocket watch Floyd Money Mayweather because essentially he asked for it, right? Because he's the one that brags about all the money that he's got. Every time you see him on social media, he's flashing his cars, his jewelry, all the money, big money bags. And it's ironic, right? Because now it's being reported that the highest earning boxer in the history of the sport is going broke. He's in a tremendous amount of debt. It's ironic that Floyd Mayweather has built his persona around money. Like, Floyd literally changed his name from Pretty Boy Floyd to Floyd Money Mayweather. So now that he's going broke, I wonder if he's having like an identity crisis, you know? Because this dude Floyd, all he ever does in his interviews is talk about money. That's all he ever talks about. He really doesn't have a personality outside of money. This all starting to make sense now. All of the exhibition fights that Floyd did, even after retiring. 50 Cent has been saying this for years. He's been saying it for years now, but nobody wanted to listen. Everybody just called him a hater. 50 just hating.
Even Floyd, like when you make yourself like we got issues over anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like if you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Wow.
In this article by Business Insider, which is a very credible source, it's the real deal. It doesn't get any more credible than Business Insider. Reason I quote. It was a typical scene for anyone familiar with the luxe life that Floyd Mayweather flaunts on social media. The 48-year-old former boxing champion sitting in the cabin of a private jet, counting a heap of $100 bills and talking about the envy that gets directed at him. Continue to hate, Mayweather said in the September video as he piles stacks of cash into a clear plastic bag. You know, people only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. Money Mayweather, as he calls himself, was indeed a winner in the ring, ending his pro career in 2017 with a 50-0 record. He scored more than $1 billion in boxing paydays, making him the 10th highest paid athlete of all time, according to the sports business outlet Sportico. Since his retirement, he's fashioned himself as a business mogul whose successes keep him in Bugatti sports cars, Richard Mille watches, Gucci clothing, and opulent mansions. I'm financially set and I want to let everybody know this, he said in 2021. Every property that I have is paid for, my jet is paid for, all my cars is paid for. I own billion-dollar buildings. Everything is no longer paid for. And here's where Business Insider exposes Mayweather. Mayweather took out millions in mortgages on his homes last year, a Business Insider review shows. He also faced a string of lawsuits and liens that say he owes money for a Mercedes, Maybach G-Wagon, jet fuel, and garbage collection at his Las Vegas mansion. So it all makes sense now. If you think about it, all of the exhibitions that he did over the years, like in 2018, he fought Tenshin Nasukawa, the kickboxer. And then in 2021, he fights the YouTuber Logan Paul. And then he fought Don Moore in 2022. He also fought Deji, another YouTuber, in the same year, 2022. Then he fights John Gotti III and Aaron Chambers in 2023 as well. And then he fought John Gotti III again in 2024. So if you take a look at all of the exhibitions Floyd has been participating in the past 7, 8 years, it's like he never retired because he's fighting as much as an active fighter fights in today's time. And so now you fast forward all the way to today's present day. In the year of 2026, Floyd Mayweather is rumored to fight Mike Tyson for the spring of 2026. And you have to ask yourself, did this fight make any sense, sports wise or financially? Because for the amount that Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson are going to be asking for, I'd imagine their asking purses are going to be astronomical, especially after Business Insider exposed Mayweather and the amount of debt that he's buried in. Any broadcast network that is going to show this event, they're going to lose their ass, especially if they want to bill it as a pay per view. The way I see it, the only way this event could be successful is if Netflix decides to pick it up, because Netflix doesn't care about selling pay per views. They're more concerned with viewership, and if it's available as a part of your Netflix subscription, then yeah, I can see this being a success. But if they decide to do this event, bill it as a pay per view, then this is going to flop because, as we all know, this event is going to be more of a spectacle than an actual fight, considering their age. And also, if you consider Mike Tyson's last performance, it's obvious that this event will be more of a spectacle than an actual fight, with no chances of knockouts or any real violence, no type of danger. It's just going to be a glorified sparring match for 6 to 8 rounds. For anybody that has seen Floyd Mayweather's exhibition matches, they're not eventful at all. Them shits is a 2-pack of ass. That shit sucks. On top of that, who's even asking for this fight? I mean, the only companies I could see wanting to pick this up is like an up and coming promotional company that is willing to lose millions of dollars and or has millions of dollars to throw on a fire pit, throw some gasoline on it and light a match. But don't get it misunderstood, guys. Floyd Mayweather is going to be just fine. He's going to be all right. There's a huge difference between the everyday people like us, the average Joes going broke, and then Floyd Mayweather going broke. Because in the article by Business Insider, they're talking about the large amounts of money, $100 million paychecks that Floyd Mayweather invested and then lost. But when you reach the level of success, when you've reached the legendary status of someone like Floyd Mayweather, he can always make money just off of his name alone. Like going to local hostings, I'd imagine that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of unread emails that are offering 20,000, 30,000, 15, $10,000 pop just for Floyd to do a pop-up promotion or a hosting. But this article by Business Insider did open up Pandora's box for me because it's got me thinking about some of Floyd Mayweather's endeavors, like Mayweather Promotions. Where is Mayweather Promotions in 2026? When was the last time they put on a show or signed a fighter? The last flagship fighter that they had signed to Mayweather Promotions was Gervonta Davis. And Gervonta Davis, he hasn't fought under Mayweather Promotions in over 2 years. It's been a couple years now. Mayweather and Gervonta had a falling out, and the manager of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby, followed suit, left right after Tank Davis left. So what's left of Mayweather Promotions? And then I also remember, not even that long ago, Floyd Mayweather opened a franchise of fitness gyms, and all the employees that worked for Floyd Mayweather were disgruntled. They were complaining about not being paid, and that working for Mayweather Fitness was a complete and utter nightmare because they weren't being paid, despite working for a multi-millionaire than Floyd Mayweather.
I would be making 300 million a month.
What investment is that?
In real estate. I'm heavy in real estate, even though I got a lot of cash. OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.